There are currently over 1,000 people who are unhoused here in Allegheny County. November is National Homelessness Awareness Month, and we want to let you know about an organization that's providing some hope as we head into the holiday season and beyond.
So we have Rob Rudy here, the executive director of the nonprofit Outreach Arms, and he's joining us along with Chef Janet, who we know and love. And we're gonna make a little meal in just a bit, and this is something you actually provided to Outreach Arms, but. Yes. For people who don't know about you, tell us about the organization.
Yeah, so 14 years ago, my mom and I were kind of challenged by our church to go out and serve the community, and eventually we landed on this nonprofit, or on an opportunity to come down and serve down in the streets of Pittsburgh. And so we formed a nonprofit, and it just kind of since then we've gone into a church that now houses us every Tuesday night, and we feed about 150 to 200 people.
Wonderful.
And it's just really grown from there. So.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh, the passion project it is. I mean,
absolutely.
Thank God for Pittsburghers like you.
Thank you.
But specifically around the holidays and during this time, food insecurity ramps up, right? Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. According to like the Greater Pittsburgh Food Bank, 1 in 7 people suffer food insecurity, and it gets even greater during the holiday season. So, you know, we're looking for people that want to kind of help step up. Like, we're the boots on the ground, we're doing it. A lot of people are like, I can't get down to do this or whatever, but you can either get behind us, you can support us, you can come volunteer, financially donate, whatever you want to do, and we'll make it happen. But we're changing lives, like one relationship at a time.
That's wonderful to hear. And Chef Janet, how did you come to know this program?
Actually, it was Ryan Peters. Remember the guy who
we love Peters pasta. We love Ryan Peters.
So I helped him, I think it was right before the Pirate Parrot was there, so I missed him. But, and then he said, well, you're a chef, could you maybe provide a meal for our guests here? And I said, sure, you know.
I think it was my mom. My mom's like, can we get her to come down and serve? Like, you know, so.
Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Yeah.
She is one of the best.
So what we made.
What are we making today? Yeah,
this is one of the meals I made for them. So we try to make gourmet, home-cooked meals. You know, it's few and far between for an underserviced community like that. So instead of shrimp scampi, we have chicken scampi today.
Ooh, so
right?
Good.
And then simply we just use some tortellini here with some pesto as well as some asparagus. So I'm going to show you quickly. Is that okay with the chicken?
Please,
go on in. All right. We got a little bit of oil. The pan is hot. This is a great weeknight meal. It comes together lickety-split. I mean, it's so fast. So you're just going to put your chicken in there. You're going to saute it on both sides, probably about 4 minutes on each side. And you don't want to make sure that it's all the way cooked through because you're actually going to finish cooking it in the sauce.
Oh, we love
and
the
that
sauce.
makes it so juicy, right? So what you would do is basically turn this over for another 4 minutes, take that out of the pan, okay? So then what we would do is have garlic and put that in there, okay? We have some white wine here, kind of deglaze the pan, and then we're gonna do some red pepper flakes, some salt and pepper, and just kind of let that go. And then at the end, if we want to take these out, we're gonna add a little bit of butter and just kind of, you call that mounting the butter, where you just kind of add it at the end.
Yeah,
the more butter, the better.
Yeah, allow the richness to get in there.
So then we also did, like I said, the tortellini. Now that's just a simple dish that takes just a couple minutes.
So easy to cook.
But you could do any pasta you want. You don't even have to do the pesto. This is a nice sauce to go on top of it.
Absolutely.
So what I'll do here is just sauce, and you guys can try some, and then maybe.
Don't mind if we do.
And then maybe he can, yes, thank you. He can tell you a little bit more about the holidays coming up. I know that they need a lot of volunteers, a lot of extra.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Yes, tell us about how people can volunteer, and if they're watching this or find out about it, how can they get the help that they need?
Yeah, absolutely. So both, if you want to volunteer or if you need help, you can go out to outreacharms.org, and we'll do that, and we'll get you connected either to volunteer or if you need help. And like if you want to sponsor a meal, like we have McClellan's Contracting and Roofing coming down to sponsor our Thanksgiving meal. We have other people that are sponsoring different meals. So if you want to sponsor a meal, we're open to that. If you want to just come down and volunteer, if you want to just learn more about what we do, we have people that do projects at home where they make up little bags that we hand out. I probably hand out about 10 bags a day to people at stoplights and stuff.
Wonderful.
And it's sad to see them like open a bag before you leave the stop sign, but at the same time, it's rewarding to know that they're getting fed. So
can we give this a try really quick before we wrap?
And you have truly made it so easy to get involved. I know that there are so many people who say, I want to help, but we were just talking about earlier, time is of the essence in the holiday season. So if you can financially help, you know that is amazing.
And there's other days other than Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like we serve 52 weeks a year, so we'd love to get you involved at any point. And it's really rewarding. People come down and say, you know what, I came down to bless people, and I walked away more blessed than I came down to do.
Really wonderful. Thank you both for being here today.
Delicious as always. For more information about Outreach Arms, or if you'd like to get in contact with Chef Janet, we're going to link you up on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.
Coming up on the show, from hurricanes to wind chill, we're talking weather-wise with the meteorologist Mary Hours. Hey, Mary.
Hey, yeah, I have some spaghetti plots up here too if you're hungry for those. But this is the future hurricane Sarah that has a few of those tracks coming into our region. But a lot of you asked about the moisture of hurricanes. But November's been a roller coaster. We're also talking about wind chills. So I'll be answering your questions coming up on Talk Pittsburgh. Stay with us. We'll be right back.